Yes, yes, people, H got Bear Sports Talk, and we are back. Now, I know it's been a minute since, excuse me, people, it's hot as hell outside, as you could see by the overexposed light exposure. I am outside, as always. This is my spot, this is where I'm outside. If anybody knows about the Florida heat, it's hot as hell. But in this one, we're here to talk about, is modern day sporting contracts just like modern slavery? Not really. It really isn't. You know what I mean? Obviously back in the day, slaves weren't getting money, they weren't making millions of dollars and doing any of that. So, to call it slavery, a bit of a stretch, of course, right? But I would say this, and across the sporting world, it's been seen, especially, throughout all the seasons, but I'll speak about this season even specifically, across multiple different sports, where we see that, yes, you're on the contract and you're living the good life, and it is 100%, it's the dream, you're playing ball and you're making millions of dollars for playing ball. But when you really stop and check and look, everything isn't as it appears and as it seems. Diving deeper into it now, there have been, and if I could just name some examples off of the top of my head, right? You have Victor Gyökeres trying to get from Sporting. He eventually got his desired move, You got Victor Osimhen, who he only just now finally left Napoli because, the president was basically holding him for ransom. It's like, look, he got this amount on his contract and this is what we want. So you got to give us this, Moving to a different sport now, you have the NFL. Trey Hendrickson, he led the league last year in sacks. He's in the prime of his career right now, 31. He was like, yo, I want big money, I want a deal. The Bengals owner isn't having it. They honestly are not having it. You have, especially recently now, which again, I made a video about this, right? Go check it out. I'll probably put a screenshot of it somewhere right there and all that, but it's on the channel. You could go back and check it out. With Jerry Jones now and Micah Parsons wanting out, and Jerry basically telling fans, listen, don't lose any sleep over this, because we're gonna get it done. And the biggest issue Micah Parsons really is having with contract negotiations is the fact that Jerry's trying to have him negotiate like face to face without his agent, without proper legal representation for that. And I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Like you should not be trying to force somebody to not adequately and properly set themselves to get the best deal properly. And there are so many other examples throughout the years of guys holding out, guys wanting different contracts. Teams using different methods across a wide series, right? To basically almost shame these players or put their back against the wall in a hard situation to get the best and most favorable deal for them, i.e. the team, the multi-billionaires making crazy money off of these athletes who go out there and play. So if you ask me, what's a solution that could be found to situations like this? Now, it's a tough one because at the same time, we all understand the concept of, listen, you signed a contract, right? The contract says this, so you need to honor the contract. Alexander Isak is another one I'm remembering off the top of my head now. You know, him wanting to leave Newcastle to go to Liverpool. Liverpool being like, well, not Liverpool, Newcastle being like, yo, he got like 3 more years on his deal, bro. like we don't have to sell him if we don't want to. And you know, he didn't report to training for a while and this, that, even though, you know, based on how it looks like that was probably like media talk. But it's like they say, bro, you never see smoke without any fire. So there's definitely some truth there. So if you ask me personally, I think it's going to get to a point where these players with their agents somehow are going to need to be able to negotiate things in their contract where, you know, and even then, like, it's got to be in wording, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Gyökeres had an agreement with the sporting president where it was like, okay, yeah, this will be the amount for me, you know, if I do well this season, win that, all that, boom, boom, boom. And the owner still, in the end, like, made it damn near impossible to where, you know what I mean, like, they had a whole bunch of different things that happened, and the agent did offer, you know, waive commission and this, that. Like, there was a meeting at the middle, but still, like, it wasn't okay. Yes, you know, we had a gentleman's agreement, so go ahead and do this. It's like, nah, the owner was like, bro, fuck that. You're an asset that we got right now. I'm trying to get the most money I can for you, which, listen, anybody who knows business, and it's like, as a businessman, can you really blame him for that? No, you really cannot. You know what I mean? You really cannot. So, yeah, I don't know how plausible it's gonna be. And of course, like, the best players in all sports, you know what I mean, they get special privileges to negotiate, because, you know, teams never want to lose those guys. You know what I mean? And I guess, you know, when it comes down to the sports, it's kind of different. Cause I mean, a sport that we don't really see this happening too much in, so to say, is a sport like the NBA and basketball. You know, players have a lot more, like, the player movement and just star power of, I guess, individual players in the NBA, you know, gives them a certain level of liberty. Because, I mean, you know, they have, like, no trade clauses and shit like that. Like, that shit don't exist in, like, no other sport like that. Oh, yeah, we could have a trade lined up for you and you refuse it. That shit, it doesn't exist, you know? So, yeah, my ultimate solution to it is guys are gonna have to start negotiating different verbiage in their contracts to state certain things or have certain things. And I mean, the God honest truth, in some sports, it's just not possible. It's really just not possible. Like, in the NFL, I really don't see any way how, like, players really can, like, control their destiny and control their narrative in that, because, again, NFL contracts are so stringent, so sturdy. You know what I mean? The NFL is like such a well-oiled machine in the beginning. It's like, cause you gotta think about it. In the NFL, there are mechanisms to keep you, like, a team could literally, so it's like a team could franchise tag you and literally keep you for like 2 extra years on top of your deal, like in the NFL. You know what I mean? So like the NFL, they're on some different shit, bro. Like, the NFL is literally like, listen, the niggas in our league, we don't know about them other leagues and in Europe and shit like that. But in our shit, we the owners, we control our shit. And time again, they've shown that, you know? But I don't know, people. That was honestly just my 2 cents about it. You know what I mean? I woke up just thinking about what topic could I do today? What's really been on my mind, you know? And honestly, the rise in contract disputes, and I wouldn't even necessarily say rise, because you know how it is in this day and age. Because of social media and the media on a whole, we get information way quicker than we do like back in the day. So a lot of stuff is just coming to the light now, quicker, faster. We know we don't have to wait 30 years now to know, oh yeah, you know, this guy wanted a new contract. And they were like, no, you can't get a new contract, this, that. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a thing, but I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think. Like, is it like modern day slavery? And of course, it's not actual slavery, but like I said, modern day time, kind of like us with our regular jobs. We're working 9 to 5, but the money we make really only is enough to take us back to work, you know, kind of like that. But again, millionaires, who's gonna feel real sorry for millionaires, bro? I know I don't, you know what I mean? Cause like, if I knew a nigga was making a milli, bro, whatever it is, you just deal with it. You feel me? That's what I'd be telling you. I'll be honest with you, but I don't know. Sound off in the comments and let me know. And yeah, with that being said, people, honestly, that's all I have for y'all in this one today. You know, I just came to throw, you know what I mean, a quick one out at y'all, gauge some responses, gauge what you've seen, because what I've been seeing with these, especially in the NFL, bro, like in the NFL, like niggas is just at the whim of the massa that pays them. And that's honest. It's like, that's honesty. And it's like, listen, I love the NFL. Like, shit, preseason starting, we active, I'm there, I'm happy. You know what I mean? If, you know, I obviously didn't grow up in America, but if I did, I probably would have played football. You know what I mean? No joke, but you have to see it for what it is. It's like the NFL, it's a crooked business, man. But I don't know, like I said, peeps, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. And thank you again for tuning in. You know what I mean? For staying locked in with me. I know I haven't been doing a lot of face talking to y'all videos like this. You know what I mean? I kind of been going crazy with the vlogs and all that since recently. You know, vlog just dropped recently. Next vlog coming on the way, you know what I mean? We got a game on Wednesday, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow from when this is dropping, yeah. So, you already know we're active on that, but when it comes on to this and speaking to y'all more directly, I'm definitely trying to make an effort, you know what I mean, to hop on camera more and like have a direct face-to-face talk with the community, you know what I mean? I've seen that y'all been going hard for me, you know what I mean? The averages have been consistent, you know what I mean? Y'all been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all that. And I appreciate that, you know what I mean? And to show my appreciation, we're gonna put more effort into it. You get me? Absolutely. So, peeps, until the next one, you know it's been your boy H God. Stay blessed, stay humble, believe in yourselves, love who loves you, keep your people close to you. And until the next one, I'm out.